Hello, 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 hello. I hope you can all hear me and see me. Hello, welcome. Welcome one and all. It is Warhammer Sunday. Now, I'm by myself at the minute, but Dad will be joining me shortly. He's just on the phone. So welcome one and all, yes. Can't say I'm fully back in the saddle just yet, but I'm able to do a stream today. So yes, we're back. Colin, of course, bless him, is still also recovering from hospital and his surgery, so he'll be out of the loop for a good few weeks yet. So take care of yourself, Colin. Stay recovering, just chill out, don't do much, don't be moving about, take it easy, make the most of having everything done for you, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon enough. So lots of love and hugs to Colin. Dad will be with us shortly, but welcome one and all. Hello everyone in chat. It's a while since I've done this. Yes, I'll probably forget everything I do. But yes, welcome. It's Warhammer Sunday, that time of week when I sit down and I do some buildy Warhammer stuff. In the future, I will be doing more painty, but at the moment, we're still just doing buildy. And I figured I may as well hang out and do these streams while I'm doing it. So that's what this is. So welcome one and all. Before we go forward, do all the usual quick shout-outs and all that nonsense. First and foremost, massive thank you to my very good real-life friend Martin, my best mate Martin, who actually fixed my PC yesterday. I meant I can do this today and did a stream last night as well, because my PC exploded on Saturday morning. Was it Saturday? No, on Friday night, just before we did the midnight stream. It all fell over and everything went wrong. So I thought I was going to be without a computer for several weeks. However, my buddy Martin came around and fixed it, and now everything's back to normal. Yes, so thank you, Martin. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible. So I owe him a lot of noodles. But as I say, quick, let's do the shout-outs. First of all, don't forget, of course, this stream is made possible to my two corporate sponsors, emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your regular model-making needs, and, of course, goblingaming.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your tabletop gaming needs. Links to both of those guys in the description below. Make sure you do use the links that are down there, because they tell them I sent you, and I get some kickback from those. So if you want to buy some stuff from Goblin Gaming, use that link that's down there. That's my specific link. You'll get 20% off Games Workshop, Malifaux, and lots of other their product ranges. They often do a lot of stuff 20% under RRP, so go and check them out. And of course, the people that make my content possible are my direct supporters, my patrons and my channel members. My patrons at patreon.com/modelmakingguru, and my channel members who became a channel member by simply pressing the join button underneath any one of my videos or streams. They make this channel possible. They pay my wages, quite literally. They put money in my bank account, food on my table. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this for a living. I'd have to go off and get a job, and that means I can't look after Mum or Fox. So they make all this possible. They're also making it possible that I'm looking after me mum. So thank you massively. Thank you massively, that'll do, to all my patrons and channel members. If you'd like to become one, just go to the Patreon page, or just click on the join button below. Links in the description below the video. So yes, so welcome. We'll be cracking on very shortly. I'll just put Guthorm to one side. I'll have a quick look at chat and see who's in, and then we'll get going. But of course, I'm carrying on with my Scorpius Dune Crawler. I'm making it as a Dune Crawler, not the Disintegrator. If you watched the Saturday, Friday late show last night, I got building that. I don't think there's much more to do after that. Then I'm a bit knackered. I don't know what to build after that. Quick look at the chat. I hope everyone is well. We have David Sanderson and Candy Graham from Mongo both in. Welcome to you too. Gemma Williams is in. Hey Gemma, big hugs to you. Hope you're doing okay. Big hugs to Chris as well. I'm sure he's not watching. We have Hugh Gordon is in, and Mac, welcome to you too. Graham Robert and Max McGinn as well. Welcome. Big hugs all around. EC Idaho, welcome to you. William Rayborn is in. Welcome, William. We have Andy McLeish, who shouts afternoon. And I think that's everyone in chat. It's just everybody saying hello, hello in the chat. So I'm not going to read through it because everybody's just saying hello to everybody. Oh, hang on. I've fallen out, haven't I? Whoa. I didn't notice that. I've moved my mirror. Let me put my mirror back. Right. 1 second. I hope you can still hear me. There we go. I don't know. At least you can. I hope you can still hear me when that fell over. I've moved my mirror. I've got a little mirror that I can see my computer monitor while I'm streaming, so I can see if I fall out. Now I don't know why I fall out. It seems to be apparently it's a bug with StreamYard, because Dad's going to be joining me, so we have to use StreamYard because it's not just me on my own. I'm just trying to position this mirror so I can see the telly. But for some reason there is a bug with StreamYard that just kicks me out. So there you go. Very weird. Very weird. Apparently they've not got round to fixing it or finding out what the problem is. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to me. I just seem to fall out of streams. Anyway, right, let's crack on. So yes, not everybody's in chat saying hello to everybody, so we won't read through that. I today have, I'm afraid to say, if you've not been watching recent streams, I'm actually drinking tea at the moment. I've stopped drinking coffee, I'm drinking tea, I know. It's because I was making Mama Foxx a cup of Barry's tea and accidentally made myself a cup of tea and drank it anyway. And I was like, whew. Oh, Chris is in. Chris from Gross Models. Is that a record for fastest dropout? Entirely possible. Entirely possible. I hope I sound and look okay, by the way. Do let me know. Right, StreamYard. Only when Dad goes to the loon and... Oh, hang on. I believe we have somebody about to join us. Hello, Father. Hello, Father. Hello, Mother.
Hello.
Hey, Dad.
I was watching you while I was just getting ready there, and yeah, you can hear you when you drop out.
I've forgotten the button. I don't understand the buttons. Hang on. I don't understand what I'm doing.
Oh, you've
how do I make you full screen? I don't understand what I'm doing.
You don't want to make me full screen.
I do. I just can't figure out how to do. Oh, right, there we go. Nah. Hello, Dadbert.
Hello. Look what I got. Ooh.
Oh, you've got a Plague Burst Crawler.
Oh.
Ooh. If you don't know, my companion today is, of course, Dad from Scaly Models, youtube.com/Scaly Models. How are you doing, Dadbert?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm not three bad. Not three bad. I've got Mama Foxx downstairs settled with cup of tea and snacks and access to sushi and donuts, so she's quite happy. Thank you very much. So I'm able to do a stream today.
You're back in the saddle there. I was listening to you there.
Yeah, a little bit. But for today at least. For today at least. We take it on a day-by-day basis. We see how it goes. Yeah. So where's this Plague Burst Crawler come from then, young lady? I see you primed it.
I've had this. You know when you go through those phases where you just want to build and not paint?
Yeah. And you end up with a pile of built shit.
This is where it's from. I just dug it out of a box of the to-be-painteds.
Oh, yeah. Are you actually going to paint the Death Guard Plague Burst Crawler red?
Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't know.
What colour is it? Why?
They tend to be green or rotten white colours. You can paint it whatever colour you want. I'm only joking with you.
Red. Gonna be red.
I kind of could have guessed that. Yeah.
It goes with all the other ones that I've done. Everything else that I've done is red.
David Sanderson says, Mike, are you painting that Plague Crawler red by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Danglebert Humperduck is in, says, slipping in moistly.
Hiya, Bobbins.
Oh, yes, anyway, Andy McLeish says, StreamYard, only when Dad I'll start again. StreamYard, only when Dad goes to the loo and forgets to shut the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I stream more than a yard, I love you now.
Yeah, and look at that, he's already off painting and everything, no messing about.
Yeah, straight into it, mate.
Are you painting from a paint? Have you added a little bit of water to that, Dad? Have you?
Yeah.
Good girl. Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's in my thinned down the fist of my.
You've got your own special reserve. Is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I use a lot of it, mate. As you know.
Do you? Do you really? I didn't know that, Dad. I didn't know that.
So I thought, right, get a nice big bottle of it, ready thinned down, and you just squidge it out and get it on there.
There you go. Splop it out on the table and away you go.
Yeah.
Lovely jubbly. So you're doing that. I'm doing my Scorpius Dune Rider, which I don't think there's that much to do on it. So I've got this horrible feeling I'm going to finish it, be knackered, and have nothing else to do.
I'm still on full screen.
Oh, you are. I do apologise. Hang on. Apologies. There we go. There we go. So yeah. So anyway, how are you doing, Dad? How have you been? How's your week been?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I have me.
How's the swelling? Has it come down now? Are you still limping?
Oh, only when I walk.
Oh yeah. Only when you walk or move or breathe or look.
Saturday normally for me is go and see the grandkids and my daughter and her husband day, but I didn't work out yesterday because they had things to do. So that's the reason for being late was the phone call. I said, don't ring me between 12:30 and 2:30 because I'm streaming.
Oh yeah.
And you know Sunday's a busy day anyway.
I'm streaming. Well, you should see the doctor.
Yeah. So that was the reason for the phone call. Yeah.
Nah,
so,
family comes first. Family comes first, though.
My little granddaughter's been made head girl at the school. So she's happy with that. She's so happy.
I was a prefect at school. It carried no authority or weight whatsoever in my case because I was rubbish. Yeah. But for some reason it meant when I was a sixth former, I got put in charge of a class of first years as a form prefect. And I'm like, I hate kids. It didn't go well. Max says, hello, Dad and Chris. 1.5 orcs built so far. It's going well. There's a surprise, says David Sanderson. I don't know about what, though. Gemma says, hello to you, Dad.
Hiya, Gemma. Hope to you.
Max McGinn says, is the dozer blade from the Plague Burst crawler missing or hiding somewhere?
It's missing for now.
Missing until you find it?
Missing for it's in the box. It's in the box that this came out of. So
why
it will be.
Why is it that looking at that in red, it just gives me a real Thomas the Tank Engine vibe? I don't know why. With red and the cream colour, the primer colour.
I nearly done the theme tune then. No.
I know, that's really disturbing as well. It's the tomato flavoured Death Guard army, says Max McGinn.
Yeah.
Andy McLeish says, Mike's got swelling. I don't know. All those Sally James pictures. Whoa.
Oh, don't.
You don't steady now. He's got a paintbrush in his hand and he's got to have a steady hand. Oh, look, speckle pattern. So anyway, yes, so how is everybody in chat? I hope you're all well. I've quickly been through chat and said hello, but I can't get my lens. There we go. I hope you're all well. Don't forget, of course, people in chat, if you're watching this and you're watching it embedded in Facebook or Twitter or somewhere else and you can't see the live chat, click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner and that'll take you to the YouTube page where you can carry on watching and join the live chat. If you're on a mobile device, scroll down, the chat might be underneath the video, but join in the live chat. You should do. It's awesome. All the cool kids hang out in chat. And don't forget, of course, another way to help support this channel is if you want to, you can do a super chat by pressing the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That puts your comment in a big coloured box. I have a chance to see it, and you're also helping me out directly, so that would be brilliant if you'd like to do that. You don't have to, but it's a nice way to help keep this channel alive. Now, what's the most important question, Dad? You know what the most important question is.
What's on your bench and what is in your belly? I haven't said that for ages.
I know, but you remembered all the words in the right order and everything.
Oh.
Good girl.
It used to be my Sunday job, that.
I know, it's not true what they say about your memory when you get older, is it? Spot on, Dad.
What memory? About what?
Don't know, I've forgotten already. All the right words and all unnecessarily in the right order. Yeah, so what's in your bench and what's on your belly? That's not right. What are you working on right now? And what are you having or had for your dinner or tea? Do tell us.
We need to know. We need to know these things.
You know what I really miss?
What do you really
and it's a little bit sad, this, but I really miss Nim trying to decide what filthy takeout she's going to go and get for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She used to go to, was it Arby's and White Castle or something? I can't remember now. She always used to tell us, she was like, I could go and get this burger or I could go and get that. I miss that.
Yeah.
Big hugs, Nim, if you're out there somewhere.
Yeah, she's supporting you still, mate, don't you worry.
I think what we should do at some point, when we do one of these streams, I think what we should do is whoever's on the stream, whether it's me and you or me and Colin or me, you and Colin or any of us, we should, in advance, go to McDonald's in the morning and get a McDonald's breakfast and have it cold, ready, waiting for when we do the stream. And then have have a lunch on stream in honour of Nim.
Yeah.
Have filthy McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah.
Because that's the best we can get around here. We don't do, like, all the other things. So yeah, bench your belly, folks. What are you working on? I've got really shaky hands today, and I've got a sharp knife and tiny components. That's just going to end badly, isn't it? What are you working on? And doesn't have to be a Warhammer. And what are you eating for your dinner or tea? Now, working on, of course, I've got the Dune Crawler. For dinner later on, Mama Fox is having sushi. And if it means I can convince her to stay up and not go back to bed, then she gets whatever she wants. So we made a deal. So you stay up all day and I'll give you sushi. So she's got sushi for dinner. And for me, I've got a bit of a happy thing going on. My local corner shop, of course, because of lockdown for the last year and a half, I haven't been to the local corner shop. So I haven't had a delicacy that I get from the corner shop, which is a microwave curry they do. It's basically, unlike, you buy a curry and it's like the curry and the rice in the same tray and it's rubbish. This is different. It's proper Indian curry. And it's one box is just the curry, and a separate box completely that you buy separately is the rice. So you're getting quality beverage when you get it. And so I've got myself. I've been going back to the shop for the last few days, and they've only had like chicken curries in, but they had today the beef madras. Oh, and it's really nice. It's probably lamb, not beef, but it's really nice. So I walked past the cupboard and I saw it, and I was like, I'd just done all my shopping in the corner shop. Got everything I needed, and I was like, right, I'm going to go now, thanks lads. And then I was like, oh, you've got the beef madras. Oh, I need to buy them all. So I bought them all, many of them. And I had the guy in the shop laughing because I sat there and I said, 7 minutes, 4 minutes face. And he said, what do you mean? I said, 7 minutes, 4 minutes face. That's how you do it. Curry 7 minutes in the microwave, then the rice 4 minutes, and then apply it to your face.
And then stick it in your face, yeah.
7 minutes, 4 minutes face. So I'll be having
I've got to say, this week I've bought a couple of the Co-op are doing a deal at the moment. 2 mains, 2 sides, and 4 bottles of Coke, the glass bottles.
Oh yeah.
£7.
Hang on, when you're saying mains, what are you counting as mains? Like what? Like you mean when I get like a curry in a bag thing from Co-op or whatever?
Tikka masala.
Oh yeah.
30 minutes in the oven.
Oh yeah.
And then you get your naan breads as your sides, or your pilau rice as your sides, with those cardamom yuck and...
Oh, I don't like cardamom. If I bite on a cardamom seed, I have to go and throw the whole meal away, or pick through it slowly. Ooh.
Yeah, I pick them all out, mate, before I get that far.
Yeah.
But it's a cracking deal. When you look at the individual prices of the thing...
Oh, yeah.
It's a cracking deal. So, yeah, I had to.
I have to admit, I'm always tempted when you go past, like in Tesco's or Morrison's, or wherever you do your Asda shopping or wherever. You walk past and they've got that row of shelves where it's like an enormous carrier bag in which is like rice, curry, naan breads, pita breads, poppadoms, and you just cook it all. It's like, oh, I always want to buy all of those.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yeah. So is that what? So what? So that's your. Do you say that's what you're having for your dinner, or is that?
Well, I had tikka masala last night with the pilau rice.
Ooh.
And tonight I'm gonna have. I've got one of those frozen ready meal Sunday roasts in the freezer. I think I'll have that for tea.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll go through the comments in a minute. The other day I found that Mama Fox really likes having like you get like a bird's eye battered piece of cod in batter and and some chips, because she can't eat a lot. She's not got much of an appetite, so she eats a little bit. But if you give her like a chunk of cod in batter and chips, she'll eat it all, and mushy peas, she'll wolf it down. So I went to get some the other day, and they didn't have any in the shop, but they had like the bird's eye. It's the thing where you get the fish and the chips and the peas.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, it was good, apart from the peas were just peas, and I'm like, no, this is not correct.
No.
So I had to leave that bit untouched, and instead actually just apply proper mushy peas. The peas got thrown away. Yeah, the peas got thrown away.
Northern, they have to be mushy.
Yeah, you can't have not mushy peas. So she likes that. But yeah, so I was like, oh, you've got your beef madras. Oh. Because it's great. It's just really nice. It's not brain-meltingly hot, but it's got a kick to it. But it's nice that it's got the rice as a separate thing you buy separately, because then it just means when you get like rice and curry in one box, you just get half the curry and it's always bland. And this is proper Indian curry made by a proper Indian company that actually comes from Manchester, so it's proper Indian.
Yeah.
I looked on the website actually because I looked them up and they are actually an Indian company. It's like, yes, excellent, most acceptable, and they just manufacture it over here.
Now, what's your beverage today? Is it Barry's tea still, or?
My beverage today is indeed Barry's tea.
Nice one.
Also, water as backup. I was in the middle of explaining that I made myself a cup of tea by accident. I just had to drink it anyway. A week ago, and I've been drinking tea ever since. So I come and go with tea. I can't get anything in these little handrails to file them down nicely. I'm having a real problem here. I shall have a look at chatting. This is frustrating. I'm going to have a look at chat to unfrustrate myself. Candygram says channel members get to post these, and he's done a load of little emojis. Yeah, there's only 4 at the moment, I think. If you do a colon and then type Foxx, there's 4 little emojis you can do if you're a channel member. Danglebert Humperduck, who is a channel member, says he's doing the 124th ICM 1910 Paris taxi, belly, coffee, chocolate hobnobs, and Jaffa cakes. All of that is correct. All of it.
Correcto.
All of it. Now, what if you get a chocolate hobnob with a Jaffa cake in the middle and then another chocolate hobnob on top, but the chocolate going inwards? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Can you imagine a Jaffa cake between 2 Tim Tams? Oh, that's a bit of a trouser tent. That's a bit of a trouser tent food stuff there, isn't it, really?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh. Max McGinn. Candygram says, on bench now, being worked on presently, omelette with peppers, mushrooms, spinach and tomato.
He likes the spinach.
Yeah, I like spinach. Is great. You know what I like to do is, when we get salad and stuff, I get like a bag of spinach, but it's not like the shredded, cooked, frozen. It's like a bag of just raw spinach leaves.
Yeah.
And I will quite happily... this sounds strange as a carnivore to admit this, but I will quite happily sit here with a bowl full of spinach leaves and tuna and peppers chopped up and just wolf it down like in the middle of the day just as a quick snack, because it won't fill me up, but it's just nice. It's chewing on something that makes me think I've eaten food. Let's have a look. Max McGinn says, bench getting ready to prime my 80 orc boys, oh Jesus Christ, for painting. But that's going to... I tell you what, they always say when you paint lots of things, paint them in batches of 10 to avoid just dying. Yeah, 80 orc boys. Jesus.
Or 80, yeah. I think that's for his mate's army, isn't it, that he's doing?
I think you might be right, yep. Belly, a big Sunday roast for later, which is potato roasties with chicken legs, breasts, etc., and with mixed veg and chicken gravy. Oh, I need all of that.
He said breasts.
You know what? Breasts. Breasts. I need a smaller sanding stick. In fact, why don't I just make a smaller sanding stick? Dingleberry. There's a very big helicopter going over. Quick, Dad, look it up.
I can hear it.
Can you hear it on my microphone?
I can hear it, yeah. Hang on, I'm going to look on Flight Radar.
I don't think it was a civilian one, but it might be. It wasn't the police helicopter. I can tell you that much for now. Oh, I can tell you that for nothing.
It's definitely a military one, mate, because it's not on Flight Radar.
Oh, it didn't sound like a big heavy Chinook or anything like that. It sounded small, like a lynx maybe.
Yeah, not on Flight Radar.
Oh, there we go. That's perfect. I just found something interesting. There we go. Oh yes. Excellent. Finding all kinds of interesting little sanding tools. I'm quite happy that you could hear it. That's cool. This is the best thing because Dad, because you might not know this, but Dad, you watch Big Jet TV and stuff, don't you, and all that kind of stuff.
You'd never guess from your T-shirt, would you?
No. Is that Big Jet TV?
I've got a Big Jet TV. Big
Jet TV.
Big Jet TV.
I've got a Big Jet TV sticker, thanks to Dad.
Big Jet TV.
So whenever I get like an interesting, because I live not close to, but we get flyovers from Manchester Airport, and every now and then there'll be something that sounds really weird, so I'll run downstairs to try and see what it is, but I'll miss it. So if I ever miss what it was, I'll always ping a message. Dad say, Dad, what was that flying over? Because he can check on his internet. Dad's like, yeah, that was a such and such this plane going from there to there. And I'm like, cool, because Dad has the all-seeing internet. I have the
Flight Radar.
Flight Radar. Right, David Sanderson says, bench several items. Gothizar Harvester, Ogroid Myrmidon, Ogre Tyrant. I'm going to start all of that again. Gothizar Harvester, Ogroid Myrmidon. Myrmidon, that word sounds familiar. That's a fish. There's a type of fish called a Myrmidon, and it has some weird characteristic that I can't remember what it is. Somebody look it up. Ogre Tyrant, a Grunstock Thunderers. Oh yeah, I like the Grunstock stuff. Rock Gut Troggoths, Space Maurines, and Skaven. Belly, ... Some microwavable meal, lol, he says. So basically you're building most of the Age of Sigmar stock that exists and some Space Marines. Good lad. I wish they'd bring Skaven into 40k, that'd be great. Rat people in 40k seems excellent. Right, how am I going to cut this thing in half? I don't quite know.
Grim Robert said, Foxx, get a scanner, it helps. He doesn't need to, he's got a message. He's got messenger, mate. He just goes, Dad, what was that flying over?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Dad goes, hang on a minute. I'll tell you now.
It was at 2,000 feet.
It was pink.
It was a Chinook.
It was a Chinook Blebulon, and it was piloted by Captain Flemmus of the 3rd Floating Division or something. I don't know. I'm making it up now, aren't I? I'm just making up words.
Yeah.
It was an Imperial Valkyrie.
That's the one.
Death Core. Do you know, cutting these sanding sticks in half is really goddamn hard.
What sanding sticks is that, mate?
It's a UMP sanding stick. I'm trying to trim it to make it thinner. But actually getting through it is really quite hard.
Oh, you know what you need, don't you? You need, let me show you something.
Hang on.
You not seen them, Fox?
Hang on. What is it? Oh, is it just a flat... Is it a thing that you can trim to different sizes?
Yeah. It's just on backed with styrene, and you just cut them to whatever size you want in all different
Oh, I didn't know about that. No, that's what I'm doing with this. It's just one of the thinny sticks, but a modelling knife doesn't cut through the... I'm going to have to use my modelling saw. They're quite tough. They're quite tough.
Oh, mind your fingers.
I actually have a modelling saw, can you believe it? It's so cool. Colin was so proud of me when I got this. He's like, oh! It's like when your first kid grows up and goes to school for the first day. It's taken a lot of work to get through it, I've got to be honest. Got to give Paul credit for these things being tough as boots. And that's a Tamiya modelling saw, so it's not like a slouch.
The Ice Queen has just messaged me and said, so I see bloody red. Stop painting that dreadful colour. Why message me? Just come in the chat, madam.
Yeah, there's a whole chat going on here, you know.
Show yourself.
Steady now.
Within reason.
There's some men in this chat that probably haven't seen that kind of thing for a long time and may just get a bit flustered. Good God. And I don't mean that in a James Brown kind of good God kind of way.
Get down.
I mean, what is this goddamn thing made of? Paul, what is the backing in these sticks? It's like a Tamiya saw isn't even going through it. Wow, that's kind of hardcore. I'm impressed. Don't get me wrong.
Jeff Candygram from Mongo saying an enormous Antonov AM124 landed here a few years ago. A few of his friends went out to watch it. Had I known, I would have too. Yes, we've got one grounded at East Midlands Airport in Birmingham at the moment.
All right, Birmingham, all right.
Because they came in to pick a humongous load up.
It's steady now.
And tested positive.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say they landed at Birmingham and just instantly got so depressed they couldn't take off again. No, can't go around.
So I don't know if they've left yet, but they got grounded. They have to go in, the crew have to go into isolation.
Ah. I shall have a look at chat in a moment. I've now just made a mess of my desk with the sawing and the cutting and everything. Hang on. How is there always an eyelash on my bench? How is that even a thing that happens? God damn it, I assume it's an eyelash. I kind of hope it's an eyelash. Let's just move away from that whole thing. Let's have a look at what's chat doing. Max McGinn says, Yeah, I'm dedicated in making a gigantic horde army about his 80 orcs. When he's finished the 80 orc boys, he's got 156 orc boys in total in his arsenal.
Wow.
He says the orc stuff is for himself and the blood angels are for his friend. Annie McLeish says Space Skaven were originally part of Rogue Trader, so yes, you did get Space Rats. Yeah, they were way back in the early days of Rogue Trader, but they never really came into 40. It'd be great though, they should put them in. Skaven. Or, you know, dog people or cat people would also be cool. Let's just get Khajiit in 40k. Let's just shut up and say that.
Hi, Ray. Ray Aquilina's joined us.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
How you doing in Malta there, buddy? It's not the same if Ray's not here.
No.
If Ray's not in chat, that means you're not streaming and you've pressed the wrong button. It's a perfect technical test.
Yeah.
Or you've put Ted in charge and you're not streaming.
Is he back yet from the Colin Bobs?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
What, Ted from Scotland?
Yeah.
Yeah, he managed to go on Scotland on a distillery tour and failed to get into any distilleries.
You joke.
he said, yeah, they were all either fully booked or they were like, you have to book a week in advance, so he didn't get to go to any distilleries or anything.
Oh,
his entire trip to Scotland was to take the Lem and travel around Scotland going to all the distilleries, and it didn't happen. Bless him.
Like?
Yeah, only Ted could do that.
Only Ted.
Only Ted.
But I bet he still had the distillery. That's easy for you to say. Distillery shop, isn't it?
I don't know. He said he did.
Yeah.
He said he did go past one and get drunk on the fumes. I'm finding these little hand grab rails really frustrating to clean up. I'm very good, thank you, Ray. I'm not too bad, mate. Oh, these are a right pain in the bum. I don't know why. They're just being real pain. I don't think I'll have any problems filling out 3 hours today. I don't think I'll be finishing this before the end of the day. I can't grab them. They're so curved and smooth. They're just the right size to ping every time you try and scrape a knife across them. Oh. How are you doing with your slightly illegal... What's it?
The red is going on.
Oh, yeah. It's going on. Oh yeah, it's going on.
Bit of Marvin Gaye on a Sunday. No more.
Steady now. Candygram says, poor Ted. Well, he still got to enjoy the beautiful Scottish countryside and mountains and trees and things.
Oh yeah.
Because you've got to be honest, Scotland does have some of the most fantastic landscapes in the UK.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's also really cold and wet, but never mind, moving on. Cutting this stick in half was a fantastic idea. We've been on for, what, half an hour, 40 minutes, and I've done 2 grab rails, 2 grab handles. Grab handles. Handles for grabbing.
Yeah.
Right, what else do we do on this show? I've forgotten now.
What else do we do?
What else do we do? Do we talk about stuff? I can't remember now. What do we normally do?
You do. You just talk for 3 hours.
Yay. I'm going to stop talking now and make you panic.
Oh no.
Michael Storman's in. Welcome, Michael. He says, hi all, painting Scorpec destroyers. Cool, welcome, dude. A bit of Necron stuff going on there. Scorpec destroyers. Now, if you're ever going to do batch painting, doing Necrons is a great way because they're all just basically silver. It's basically 1 or 2 colours. Even Tyranids you can paint fast in batches. Max McGinnis is actually looking forward to seeing the Plague Burst Crawler in red. I love it, he says. Just remember though, Dad, it has to be made of disease and decay, so it's got to be like rusted and rotten and filthy and horrible.
Yeah, I've got loads of that.
So just put a Liverpool FC logo on it, and that'll look filthy.
Very first time I went into Games Workshop in Chester, and I was just looking around. The manager came over and he said, "Oh, what faction are you looking for?" I went, "Red." He went, "Right, okay, I'll leave you then."
Okay, I'll just leave you to play with the dust.
Yeah.
Please don't steal anything.
Yeah, just looking for stuff that I thought, oh, that'll look nice red. So I like red. You may have guessed.
Dad, you could paint anything red and you'd get away with it. You'd paint the flipping ghosty dudes from Age of Sigmar red. And they're ghosts.
Funny you should mention that. No, not yet, I haven't.
Headline in the papers. Liverpool man spends 1.2 million buying the original painting of the Green Lady and repaints it red.
Yeah. I just like red.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is that really a thing that we didn't know?
Just a little bit. Right, okay.
I don't know, I've got that in my head now.
David Sanderson said, "Dad, just paint an army of blood angels." Yeah. Thing with me is, as far I don't mind doing the occasional figure, but if I had to repeatedly keep painting the same color scheme on every single figure, I'd get fed right up.
Yeah. Hang on. But you do paint the same color scheme on everything you.
Well, like I mean, with.
You mean painting the same thing 50 times or whatever?
Like little space marines and things like I get fed up with I just get fed up with doing the same scheme all the time. And
you're not really a figure painter though, are you really?
No, that's what made me fall out of love with Warhammer really was all the figures. That's why I go mainly for the vehicles like Beyblade and the Stomper and because they're one-offs, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I can put magnets in and
Magnets,
Magnets,
how do they work? The irony is that like painting Space Marines red is probably one of the easiest colour schemes. If you do like Blood Angels or something, or just any of them, because there's a few red chapters. We make up your own chapter.
Oh yeah.
You've got red armour and red trim and red logos and red visors and red lenses in their eyes, and all the weapons are red and all the metal bits are red and the black bits are red.
There you go.
And the base is red because they're on Mars.
And they got red lenses and the visors.
Yep. If you took all their armour off, their butts would be red. They'll be red all over. I've got the sniffles. Hooray!
Foxx is live. I haven't started coughing yet, but now I've said it, I will.
Well, Colin yawns, I sniffle, and you cough, don't you? Yeah. Well, actually, you cough and do various other body functions, let's just be honest.
Well, yeah, fart occasionally, but...
Eon's car has appeared out of a portal made of astral energy. Hello, all.
Hello, Eon.
Except Eon's car gets extra vintage 1950s points for saying hello, not hello. You would have got even more extra points if you said hullo, H-U-L-L, like proper 1950s Billy Bunter style. Graham Robert is saying bloody photo etch is fighting me. Welcome to the nightmare that's photo etch.
Yeah.
My made up chapter, says Max McGinn, is candy apple metallic red. Yeah, imagine painting like 150 of them. That's going to be a nightmare. That's not just like red wash highlight. That's like you've got to do the colour scheme, the candy. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Looks great on an Imperial Knight. You just want to kill yourself if you have to paint 200 of them. Wow. Am I even on screen? Yes. Corn demons be pretty easy to paint since they're red, says Max. Yeah, but it's figures though, isn't it? Dad doesn't really do figures.
Max McGinn is a painting machine. I just want that known.
There is.
Max.
Oh no, I know he is, yeah.
He's a painting machine, mate.
Absolutely. He's a painting machine, a painting machine. For some reason, I was going to try and get that to fit into the Jamie and the Magic Torch theme, but it didn't. In my brain went, I'll do this. Oh no, it doesn't work. Forget it.
Yeah.
Within about a second. Red Zeppelin, says Andy McLeish. I see what he did there. Do you see what he did there, Dan?
I've seen that.
Did you see that?
I felt it because it came from Andy.
Was it like a disturbance in the force?
Yeah,
or was it disturbance in the farce?
Yes.
I hate these handrails. I hate that there's 7 of them, and that's more than 1.
How many have you done now? 3?
4. This is my 5th one.
Oh, well, you're nearly there.
It's getting the nub off for some reason, like any other model, with the like grab rails, grab handles and stuff, they're always fine. For some reason, these are being an absolute ball ache because they put the nub on the inside, not on the outside. I mean, crying out loud, come on. 21st century, and you're putting the nub connection put on the inside of the handle.
Yeah, but that's stubborty, isn't it?
No, it's just I can't get the knife in there to carve it away very well. It's like, oh, it's
You're
right
saying
pain.
no, that means you're going to stab a tea.
No, none of that. None of that's happened, thankfully. Oops. There's been drop a tea.
Yes.
Also, somehow, luckily, I've not actually snapped any of them. That one's looking a bit straight. Like, you get the little grab rails on, like, the Lehman Russ kit, and they're fine.
Yeah.
But these ones are a right ball ache. I don't quite know why.
I love you like I do.
Here they come. Babs.
Babs.
Imagine it. Great travelling ovens full of lovely babs. I'm almost tempted to write to Pathé and ask them how much it is to license that film. Because that's all the stuff is on there. You can license it to use it. I'm so tempted because all the Pathé stuff is not public domain, but you can pay them to use it here and there. I'm tempted to just pay them. I need to use that video, but I don't want to get done for copyright.
No.
Blood Angels is one of the easiest to paint, though Death Company is as well, says Eon's car. Yeah, they're basically just red. Max McGinn says, sometimes I'm a glutton for punishment for painting mass quantities of stuff. We've kind of figured that out.
Yeah.
Graham McRoberts says, has anyone seen the preview of the 132nd I'll start that again, the 132nd Saab Viggen on YouTube? Not a bad price, 177. Ooh, Saab Viggen, there's a classic plane.
That's the
who's that by? Is that Airfix or is that who? That's
no.
They would do. Is that Hasegawa? No.
No. It's a God. What's the name of them?
Japanese.
Yeah. Japanese.
Fine Molds, Hasegawa, Tamiya. Who else does planes? Japanese planes.
It's like,
Graham, we need to manufacture.
Saki Muir or something like that, is it?
Oh, like the German flying wing that. Zakimura. Yeah, I know who you mean. I can't remember how it's pronounced. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember TK building the German flying wing, the Houghton, the HO.
Oh God, yeah.
And he spent like 3 or 4 weeks building all the inner frame parts that then got covered up by the bodywork. It's like,
yeah.
But it included like it had all the intricate spars and everything inside.
Yep.
And then they give you a clear shell to put round it in case you want to show all that off. But it was frosted. So you can't see the inside. So it's like, what's the point of giving you clear body shell if it's frosted? You can't see through it. That seems like really dumb.
Yeah.
The Gotha Bomber, says David Sanderson. Plastic Monkey's in. Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Aeon's car says, as for belly, chicken, ham and mushroom pizza, and on the bench, wings and railguns of the Freedom Gundam. Yeah, it's one of my favourite mobile suits.
You know the thing with Aeon's car is?
Yeah.
He comes in and he knows the Sunday rules.
Yep.
He comes straight in, tells you about his belly and what's on his bench.
Yep.
What more can you ask for? You can. That's the lot.
Exactly. He does everything you need and more.
Yeah.
Have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, 7. Thank the maker. I've only got 2 more of those to do afterwards. One of the things I enjoy doing figure painting is the characters. I just like to tell a story for each detail on the model. Yes. I'm not quite at the skill level to paint faces very well, to be honest, so I try and avoid characters. Because the idea is, you rank and file grunt troops, you just slap them together and paint them, but your characters, you need to make the effort to paint them well. Hello, wait a minute. When's...
Hello.
Oh, he didn't tell me to put that on, you little minx. So I say. So I say.
Leslie.
Graham says it's from a company called Jetmads, and it's only a limited edition resin kit. Ooh, crikey, Riley, resin, Jesus. I'll be running. I'd be walking away from that one.
Yeah.
Oh, resin. I think I'd rather eat my own face. I need some tweezers. You had me right up until resin. Well, you didn't have me at all, because it's not my kind of model kit, but... Yeah, resin. Then again, having said that, 1/32 scale, 177 quid for a resin kit, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
When you think how much you pay for, you know, say Forge World stuff, or any resin kits, you can pay 150 quid for a resin 1/6 scale bust, or 1/3 scale bust.
Yeah, they can.
That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. It's going to weigh a ton. Actually, that's really big for a resin kit, because normally resin planes are often in like the smaller scales, aren't they? They're usually like 1/44 scale and stuff. It's unusual to have something that big. That's going to weigh a ton. That'll need a lot of pinning, that will, I bet. Right, I need to clean that one up, because it's not quite spick and
Mark
span.
H has joined us. Hiya, Dad, Foxx and Colin.
Hey, Mark H. Colin
Hiya,
isn't
Mark.
with us, sadly, because obviously he's still in recovery, but he's with us spiritually.
Yeah.
I haven't got a Colin button. I haven't even got a Ted button, because my Ted button stopped working. So I haven't got any buttons.
I haven't even got chat up on this stream.
Have you not? How are you reading the chat then?
I've got it on my iPad.
Oh, right, that's what I do. I just have it on my iPad. Do. Let's all glue the handrails to the body of the vehicle. It's fun. It's all fun and games till someone steps on a Lego.
Or a 13 amp plug.
Oh, yeah. Domestic caltrops, as we like to call them. Do. Max McGinn says, don't worry, my faces are quite atrocious. I just make so detail around the body to distract the face. What was it Duncan said in his video the other day? Faces and aces make a model look... faces and bases make a model look aces. He said that was something he was taught when he was at Games Workshop. Always put your effort into the face and the base. Even if it's like a speed paint model. Put effort into the face and the base, because that's... The face is the focal point of the model, and the base is just adds to it and makes it look better than it is. Faces... Because I tend to like not put any effort into the base, because my focus is on the model. So my base is just get a quick texture paint and a tuft, and that's it. If I'm not doing like a complicated diorama type thing or something.
I just normally hit the face with Reichland Flesh Shade. Have it done.
Yeah. Well, I do the usual Bugman's Glow, Reichland Flesh Shade, Cadian Flesh Tone, Kislev Flesh. I don't do eyes, because seriously, screw that.
Yeah, that's detail painting to me, that.
Yeah, if I'm feeling brave, I might try doing a very, very, very faint, slightly rosy coloured glaze around some cheeks or something, but I usually don't get to that point because I already messed it up. Are you painting, Fox? Asked Plastic Monkey. No, I'm still building at the moment. It's a space hovercraft. I think I should be able to paint all these details in here, no problem. Right, so where's that handle that it totally didn't tell me to put on? Hello, there you go, there's the coffin.
We're off.
Hey, they're off. Two more grab rails to do. God damn it. Oh no, they've actually put... Ah, there you go. They've actually put the things on the outside this time. Good girl.
Good shot.
Good girl. 15 and 16, so I want 15 first of all. See, that'll be much quicker to clean up because the knob's on the right end. Idiots.
To the right.
Mm.
Here I am.
Ian's Car says, on the topic of painting skin colours, I am better at painting darker skin than light skin. I must admit, I've never actually tried painting a darker skin colour. But then again, I've never made a figure that's had a face that would be suited for a darker skin colour, so... Because you have to admit it and say, until recently, if you're painting Imperial garb, they're kind of all white guys. They've changed it a bit now. They've added extra heads and stuff, which vary it a bit. So I must give that a try though. I must try some darker skin. I must practice faces and skin tones and stuff more. Because I get to the point of painting the face and I just go, ah.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was to, if you had to go through a short corridor to get to where you needed to be, but it was full of spiders, and you know how you'd basically just go and run through and flail as you went really quick.
Yeah.
That's how I paint faces. Ah.
Yeah, paint and run.
Or you know when you eat something that your mouth really doesn't like having inside your mouth, and you have to chew it and swallow it as quick as you can. Like the first time you have real octopus. That's how I paint faces. I'm like, just get it gone. How's your thing coming along, Father?
Red.
It's looking pretty red.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to use as your accent trim colours?
Well,
red. A different red.
Corn red.
Corn red.
No, I don't know. I was. That's what I was just sat here thinking. To be honest, if I'm honest.
Well, I mean, Death Guard traditionally is, apart from the fact all the normal colours they're covered in rust and corrosion and rot and decay. Their trim isn't gold; it's often like a dirty brass colour.
Mm.
I've mixed these up now. Bollocks. It's often like a dirty bronze or brass colour, like tarnished and filthy, and it's got, you know, the verdigris effect on it, and it's so you're looking at like lots of like brass or bronze colours and Agrax shade and scruffy bits and scratches. If you want it to look scruffy, you might not.
I got some Rune Lord brass there.
Mm-hmm. Rune Lord. Or you can just use, like, you know, Retributor armour and go over it with lots of Agrax Earthshade. That gives you like a dirty gold. And then highlight it with some other colours. Have you got any Nihilak Oxide for your verdigris effect? That's quite cool.
Yeah.
I like that stuff. I assume they're the right way around. I've got no idea. Don't really care.
He's got a couldn't care less attitude.
Well, it's only two little grab rails, and I'm sick of grab rails now. I've spent, what are we on now? Almost an hour. And I've done 9 grab rails. Although one's for foot and one's for hand, but not really a grab rail. There we go. And that's the neatest I've ever been with extra thin, that. Hey.
Neatest it's been with extra thin.
It's the neatest it's been with extra thin. 3 for £1, 3 for £1. 3 for £1. Oh. Where's Colin with his dulcet tones and his little phrases? Oh, that's what we need.
He's in bed. He's asleep. He's lurking.
It's not the same without collar around, is it?
He's lurking.
He's lurking.
I reckon he's lurking.
I can hear him. I can hear him lurking from here.
I can feel him.
I can feel it lurk. No, I can't sing that. Steady. Steady. Nearly.
Muse wanders in and sits down.
Hey, Muse.
Hello, Muse.
Look at the Muse you learnt. Right, so that's 10 and 11, which is 11's on that side, 10 is on this side. There we go. Don't grab it by the handles you've just glued on, Fox, you dingleberry. Honestly, it's not hard.
Oh,
it's not rocket surgery, come on. No. So, what's everyone been watching lately? Anything interesting televiewing wise?
NCIS.
I've never been interested in that.
Oh.
I always thought it was, after watching things like Bones, I always thought things like NCIS were too serious and full of pretty people. Never quite got on with them. I like Bones and stuff. I've mixed these up again, haven't I? God damn it. I keep doing that. I've been watching... What have I been watching? Not a lot, really. I found a few YouTube channels that do documentaries and stuff. I've been watching the Pathé News channel, because there's tons of stuff on there that's just fun to watch. And been watching Star Trek Lower Decks, which is great. I love it. And Marvel's What If, which is great, and I love it. Oh, I watched Free Guy the other day.
Who?
Free Guy, the film with the guy that plays Deadpool, where he plays an NPC in a video game.
Oh yeah,
it's actually quite good. There's some quite funny little references and things in there, and Easter eggs.
Well, that guy who plays Deadpool has just bought Wrexham Football Club.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Is it Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Why would he buy Wrexham Football Club? I mean, there's lovely.
God knows only why. But
I'm a Hollywood star. I'm going to buy a club that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah. He's bought Wrexham Football Club.
Cool.
He's the proud owner.
There's lovely.
Well, he's the owner.
Well, that's a strange choice. I mean, there must be a reason why he's gone for that particular club, but maybe it was cheap. I don't know. There's lovely.
He's probably done his family tree and found that his parents or someone or a
from the valleys
came from Wrexham.
Yeah.
Mr. Reynolds has joined us. Talking of Reynoldses.
What, Ryan Reynolds?
No, sorry, Reynolds.
Oh, the poor man's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Hey, Si, how you doing, buddy?
The alive Paul.
Always with the insults. It wouldn't be the same if we didn't. Match.
Well, he did come in and say afternoon last one ball, so.
Oh, there you go. Fair play. Yeah, he deserved everything he got. Yeah, so people in chat, I know you've been answering, but what have you been watching? I've been watching Lower Decks and, what did I say, the Marvel stuff. I've not got any series to watch at the minute, but I've got, like, you know, YouTube documentary channels and things that can keep me happy. Eon's Car's been watching FBI and FBI Most Wanted. Max has been watching The Witcher animated film on Netflix, and The Squid Game is also on Netflix. I've heard about this Squid Game Korean thing. Graham's been busy building his P51D 132nd scale telly on music channel for background music. Oh, that's a good idea. Squid Game, watch it on Netflix. It's amazing, says Cy Reynolds. Ooh, sniffles. I've made the butt tubes where all the smoke poop comes out. I don't understand how cars work. You know the question, Cy Reynolds? Bench and belly, mate.
Yeah, come on.
Bench und also das Belly, ja, das ist richtig. Mit the words and the typing and the answering the question, das ist richtig. Right, let's put these bits on this then, shall we? I've got my little sticky out bits. 58, 57 and 59.
Oh.
What?
Thought we were playing bingo then, sorry.
House. It's 58. And I've got to keep these in the right place now. So 58 there. Let's not mess these up, Fox. Let's not get them in the wrong place. 59. Anybody's guess. Anybody's guess. 59. 59. Can you point to it? Is it on the trolley? There we go, 59.
Bench is the Ayoshima PS13 Sylvia, whilst the R35 is curing. Belly is pulled barbecue pork sandwich.
Oh, pulled pork. Oh. 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 And other noises. That sounds like delightfulness that needs to go into my face hole. Okay, I need that particular component that looks like that one that's got a totally different number. Oh. This is apparently part 57, but it's actually... Oh, no, there we are. I'll take it back. That's 62, 61, 62. Yeah, it's 57. Have they misnumbered this? Have they done that thing where they put the wrong number on it again?
Probably.
1, 2, 3. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... There it is. No, they haven't. I take it back. I'll let them off this time. There we go. I'll let it slide this time. Don't let it happen again. Scale Model Muse says, bench 2 tune cars, belly just coffee at the moment. We did the pork barbecue at work on Friday. That was made of yum. Pork is delightful. The meat, I mean, that you eat with your face. From the pig, obviously. I'll just shut up.
Okay.
It's just getting worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's making it worse. I've developed a real liking for lamb lately. Like, lamb, like lamb mince or lamb in a curry or lamb, chunks of lamb in whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm a big beef eater, but I actually like lamb because it's less hassle.
Yeah.
Because, you get like diced beef or whatever, or steak, and you put it in your casserole or your curry, but you always get the fatty bits.
Mm-hmm.
But yet lamb is it's just happiness all the way through. And if you get a fatty bit, it's soft, chewable fat that's not offensive, so you just eat it. I really want lamb now. God damn it.
Deptus Latrina has joined us as well. So
hey, Deptus Latrina.
Lamb korma.
Ooh, lamb korma.
Lamb korma, no less.
Mew says the dub is even worse. My friend who is Korean says the dubs are not done right. I assume this is the dub for Squid Games. I don't know. Adeptus Litrina says bench Tor Garadon, belly nothing. You need to work on that belly then, don't you?
Yeah. Bit like me.
Adeptus says, I have a very special Adeptus Sororita Canones being 3D modelled by a friend right now. I can't wait until it's done and printed so I can share it on the Boom Hut. I can probably guess what that might be, but I shall say nothing. I think I can guess what that might be. But I look forward to seeing such a thing. Foxy, it was a choice of barbecue pork or chicken, says Mew. Go for the pork. If I've got a choice between pork and chicken, I like chicken as much as the next man, but yeah.
Yeah.
If it's between lamb and pork,
Pork.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's more challenging. Like if you want a kebab, you're going to go for lamb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dangerous enough having a kebab, never mind involving pork as well. But like the other day, a couple of weeks ago, my brother and I, we ordered some takeout, and we got some like Lebanese food. We had got no clue what any of it was, because it just said the name of the food and then says contains lamb and things, and we don't know what they were. So I ordered something, which was basically just a tray full of lamb. It's just lamb. It was great, and I had chips with it.
Oh.
And it had a name that I can't remember, but that's not really helpful, I know. Then there were baked beans and baked macaroni. Oh. Cy Reynolds says the dub is actually watchable. Hey, Cy Reynolds, if you want to see hilarious dubbing, go and find an episode of his Once Upon a Time Man, the animated cartoon series. I don't know why I said animated cartoon. The cartoon series. Go and watch an episode of Once Upon a Time ... Man. It's the worst dubbing. It's worse than like early 70s Gundam dubbing. Trust me, it's just so funny. It's so bad. Andy McLeish says, pork, it's the meat of kings. It's made from pig. Try it with onion rings. Pork sure goes with everything because it's made from swine, and swine sure tastes fine. I think that should have been done to a tune. Darren Edmonds is in. Welcome, Darren. He says, leftover Chinese takeaway, bench, contemplating starting my Bandai Death Trooper. You need to go into more detail about the food. We need all the filthy details. We need to know what kind of Chinese takeaway. Like, is it, you know, chicken chow mein? Is it like a dim sum? We need to know all the filthy details. All the filthy details. I think Dad's gone to sleep.
No, I'm here.
Oh, I'm still awake. I'm still here.
I'm trying to send my stream up for 6 o'clock. I forgot.
Oh, you spoon. You great big numpty. That means you haven't pimped it either, have you? Do you know?
No.
You had one job, Dad.
I know.
You had one job, and that was to be on Colin's stream and my stream and your stream.
Yeah.
Mike says, I'll try again. Belly, cooked breakfast, sausage, black pudding, bacon, eggs, etc. Bench, 2 Orc Boys built, and I may do a third. I think after that breakfast, you'll definitely do a third. Oh, I see what you mean. You'd see what I did there.
There we go.
Go ahead and guess, Fox, says Adeptus. No, if it is what I think it is, I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I suspect it's a very personal thing, I think. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Because then if I'm wrong, it will be a surprise because I'll have been wrong. But, oh, cool. But if it's what I think it is, then it'll be a very nice surprise. And I think it would be appreciated. You know what I mean. If you get it right, you'll have an extra sent your way. Ooh. I don't want to spoil the surprise for people because it'd be a nice. If it is what I think it is, it'll be a nice reveal for the Boom Hut. Let's just say I think it'll touch a few hearts, and we'll leave it at that. You know what I mean now. There you go. It's the one thing I like more than pork, said someone, and then it jumped. So I don't know who that was or what the context was. Oh, if lamb was a choice, I'd have 2. It's the one thing I like more than pork. Yeah. Lamb and pork. Oh, I've fallen out ages ago. Hang on. Oh, nobody tells me these things. Where's my mouse? Hang on. I don't even know how long ago I fell out. There we go. And we've lost Dad now and all. Oh, because I fell out. There we go. Sorry, Dad. I fell out.
Yeah, and me.
I know, I fell out. I didn't realise that when I fell out, you fell out. Well, then again, maybe that was just StreamYard falling over completely. Because if I fall out, you should still be there.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know. This is the downside of me talking all the time, is that because you never get a word in, I don't know when you've fallen out because I don't suddenly not hear you. I should learn to shut up more, I think.
Now, if you do that, not much would get said.
Yeah, I get some work done though. Cy Reynolds says that would depend on the cut of lamb/pork and how it is cooked. I prefer it to be cooked, and the cut is in my face, in my mouth, face mouth. That's all I care about. Is it cooked, and can I put it into my face mouth? Other than that, I don't need to know any more information than that. Oh, burpage! Hello.
I got it.
That moved something around. Chips are done, wait for the sausage. Adeptus says, I had smoked pork with weird Asian spicy sauce last night at my friend's house. Ooh, the best kind of sauce is weird Asian spicy sauce. It jumped again. Beef in black... Oh, here we go, from Darren. Beef in black bean sauce with mushrooms and special fried rice, plus some now soft prawn crackers. Oh, yeah. That's better. See, now we can all lasciviously enjoy your Chinese meal. I'm hungry now for Chinese. Yeah. If it's what I think you're thinking it is, Fox, that will be awesome, says Cy Reynolds. Absolutely. Oh, apparently no, it's a television reference. Oh, okay. Okay. More of a comedy model. Ah, okay. I thought you were doing like a NIM thing, so I stand corrected. In which case, I have no idea what it will be. I don't think it's what me and Fox think it is. In which case, I need to find someone to model what I think Fox thinks. This is getting really confusing because none of us know what we're talking about, and we're all, that could be interesting.
I'm confused.
Indeed, and I feel a bit of a prick for not thinking of what you guys are when I made the commission. No, it don't matter. I'm just amused that we're having this whole conversation without actually saying what we're talking about. And I think I'll leave it like that because it's more funny. Are you thinking what I think you're I don't know. What you think I don't know. Right, let's see if we can get these two attached together. So that should be... I don't really want to... Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay. I don't really want to glue these like roll bar things on the... If I can avoid it, because it'll make painting easier if I can glue them on later. But at the same time... I don't know if I can have them off and not glued together. We wanna be together. I assume, can I add these later or can I not? I don't know. I assume I can. Let's find out. Let's do the science. Yes. Oh, and it fell off. Gosh darn it. Let's use the thick cement. There's a show in here in the US called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh, okay, I don't know what that is, so I would not get that reference. Is it always sunny in Philadelphia? How can we possibly find out?
Stars Danny DeVito.
Oh.
The Dan Man.
Look at the Danularity. I'm going to see if I can glue this roll bar thing together without actually attaching it to the vehicle. So that I can just place it in place later. And then paint it separately. That would be quite good if I could do that. I would feel most clever. No, Foxy, says Muse. To what? Cy Reynolds says, I don't feel like a prick. Lol, not at all. You don't have to feel like one being one, you know. It's just natural for you.
The cat fits, mate.
Yeah, if the cat fits, or cap.
Either or.
I do the Microsoft points thing. You know, you get points for doing little things every day, and then you can use that to pay for like free Xbox Live and stuff. Because I'm skint and I can't afford Xbox Live, so I'll just do the points every day. And I opened up Edge because I use Edge when I'm streaming because it's less system hog than Chrome. So I loaded up Edge earlier on when I set up the stream. And it just, a thing popped up saying, click here to earn 10 points. And I'm like, okay, clicked here. And it just said, cats, cats, cats. And it was just basically just a Chrome search or whatever, Edge search for cats. It was like, my browser became filled with hundreds of pictures of cats. Oh, no. I'm like, oh, Microsoft. It gives me free Xbox Live. I'm not going to complain. Right, I've made that little bit of frame there now, you see. So now I can put that on there. I don't have to glue it on. I need to make sure it doesn't fall off there. And expand. Oh, it's bending. It's bending. It's gone wrong. Oh, no. I need to hold it in place for a bit longer, I think.
Bending.
Oh, my bit's bent. Oh, it fell off. He's blown his trousers.
That's what happened.
Blown his trousers. There we go. So those rivets that I was trying not to sand away aren't actually rivets. They're the attachment points. So it's a good job we didn't sand them away then, isn't it? Attachment points for this. All right, my barber.
Paul D. Tomato's joined us.
Hey, Paul. Oh,
hi, Paul.
Flipping Nora, what am I doing now? Box, you're incompetent.
You don't know, mate. We got no hope.
Yep. If you don't know and I don't know, then I don't know what you don't know.
So none of us knows nothing.
I don't know now nor nothing, neither no, nothing like that, no.
No.
That'd be right. She's right, mate. I shall put a little bit of blue... Oh, I haven't got any blue tack. I don't even know where blue... It's... flange. I was going to apply a little bit of blue tack, but I don't actually know where my blue tack is.
Deptus Latrina said, front to back, top to bottom, side to side. I have to clean the depression den today. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, mate.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, no, thank you for stopping by.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Hibbidi-bidi-bidi-do. I like that, the depression, Dan. It's very true. Oh, flipping stick, you gimpatron. There we go. Don't be giving me this wibbly wobbly. Where is my blue tack? God damn it. Don't be giving me this wibbly wobbly not sticking nonsense. That means I've got to sit here and hold this for 20 minutes. Which is not cool, bro. Not cool, bro.
Not cool, bro. Who's bro? Who's this bro fella?
Bro, cool story, bro. As a former Pennsylvanian, or Pennsylvanian, I should say, Adeptus said, bad things happen in Philly. Adeptus says, so anyway, I started purging. Gas-powered dinosaur says, Muse, that's epic. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, okay. Adeptus explains about this Sister of Battle. In one episode, he's pretending to be an art critic and he has a big white wig. I assume this is Danny DeVito. I'm having that version of him turned into a short, fat canoness with 2 plasma pistols. Oh, okay. Wait, how did this turn into me being a prick from a dog man and a gas-powered dinosaur? He's calling you a dog man.
What does that make you then?
I don't know, gas-powered dinosaur. I don't mind being a dinosaur. Dinosaurs are cool. Dog man.
The dinosaur may have been a reference to me.
Nah.
Due to
it fell off.
my fartulabilities and my age, maybe.
Oh, my age. Right, where is my mother-flicking blue tack? It can't all be attached to the back of my mirror that I need to look at to find out when I fall out of a stream. I had a placemat with a whole mess of blue tack on it, and I've got bugger all idea where I put it, which is brilliant. Well done, Fox. You absolute spam dangler.
He's a spam dangler.
Well, just knickers, knackers, knockers, ass. Got no idea where I put it. Oh, there it is.
You found it?
Hang on, I found it. It's got things stuck in it. Hang on. It's got nurglings in it. There we go. When I was going to get round to painting my Mortarion and then totally didn't because I'm rubbish. Right, so let's get a little bit of blue tack.
Oh.
I hate it when people refer to blue tack as just poster tack or white tack. It's like, it's just goddamn blue tack. Just call it blue tack. It's what everybody knows it as. Stop being so precious.
It's blue and it's tacky.
And they just say, use some poster tack. It's blue tack. Stop being a gimp. It's like deliberately not calling a Hoover because it's a brand name as well. Shut up. It's a Hoover. Don't be a gimp.
Oh, Fox.
Ladies, don't be a gimp. Right, that's...
What are we going to do?
That's formed now, formed and delightful, so I can leave that for a moment. I want to be able to take that off, you see, so I can paint it separately and get into the little skirts. I like to get under the skirts. I won't say that again.
Oh, do you?
I won't say that again. Yeah, well, I've taken all my photography tips from you, Dad, so... I've seen that glass floor in your upstairs guest room.
What, in my bungalow? Yeah, that one.
That's what makes it so special. Oh,
look at me.
Where are we up to? In the desk drawer, Foxy. No. I'm flying home to Pennsylvania on Wednesday for a week, says Adeptus. And if someone breaks in while I'm gone, I don't want them to think I'm a slob. Oh, no, it might clean up. No, it's sticky tack, says Paul Di Tommaso. No, it's blue tack. It looks blue. We have both types. It's white or blue. White is marked as poster tack and will not mar painted wall. Blue tack will ruin a painted surface. It's still just blue tack. I get why people on official, like I know Duncan occasionally on a Games Workshop video will call it poster tack because that's Games Workshop and they don't want to, mention brand names. But I'm just some schlub with a YouTube channel. I don't care. Goddamn blue tack bitches. And yes, Hoover is a brand. Exactly, but everybody just calls it a Hoover.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. Nobody says, pass me the vacuum. I'm going to vacuum the carpet. Now you're going to Hoover the carpet. I tripped over the Hoover. You don't say, I tripped over the vacuum cleaner. Right, what am I doing now? I've got to put them fins on the back. Ooh. Do I want to glue them on or do I not want to glue them on? Look at the fins, look at that. Very Battlestar Galactica-esque. I call it a vacuum, says Adeptus. No, it's Hoover. It's an Hoover. Maybe it's a British thing, I don't know. Maybe it's a northern thing. Like, we've got a Henry and we still call it a Hoover.
Yeah, I got a Henry. God, my Henry. I got my Henry off of my daughter because she said they got a new one. They bought another brand. And this Henry, it lifts the laminate flooring, it lifts the carpet.
They're great.
So powerful.
Oh, yeah. Well, many years ago, our Hoover broke. And I says to Mama Foxx, right, we'll go and get a new Hoover. Well,
was it a Hoover?
It was a Hoover. It was an Hoover with an H.
All right.
And it wasn't a Hoover, but it was an Hoover. And I said, near our work, there was like a shop that sold Henrys and stuff. And we used to use a Henry at work when we were detailing. And I said, we need to get a new vacuum, but let's not fart about with all this rubbish that you buy from the shop. Let's just go and get a Henry, because they're industrial and it'll clean everything and it'll be great. And let's just get a Henry because it's got a smiley face.
Yeah.
And I'd seen in the shop window, they had these little ones about this big. And I was like, that'd be great. It's a little tiny Henry. It'd be perfect. Because we don't need a big, massive industrial one. You have to lug around. And I went in the shop and the guy went, oh, no, that's just a display. You don't actually get them that small. And I was so crestfallen. I was like, oh, what a little Henry now. So in the end, we just got a normal-sized Henry. And I think in 7 or 8 years, I probably emptied the bag like 4 times. They just go forever.
He's got a big bag, as Henry.
All right. I like big bags and I cannot lie. Some other brothers will deny. I understand your blue tack issue, Fox. I have the same problem when people call cling film or marker pens by different names, which I can't bring myself to even type. It's like Sharpie's become like a generic name now for kind of marker pen. Not so much in the UK, but a bit, but obviously in the US. But now I've started using, when I started getting used Sharpies, when I was doing some modelling. I call them Sharpies now. But it's like in the US, super glue is often called crazy glue, because that's a brand name. It's a brand name, a brand of super glue, or CA glue.
CA glue, yeah.
Go on, sorry.
I've heard quite a few American streams now actually calling it super glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, super glue's a brand as well, because it's CA glue, cyanoacrylate. Cyanoacrylate, get it right, Fox. Mew says, mine can't be a Hoover when it's a filter queen. We have a Henrietta Hoover, says Eon's car. You can get a pink one, can't you? Get a pink Henry called the Henrietta. It's got eyelashes, I think. It's got little eyelashes on the eye, so you know which is which.
It wouldn't be any good for you with your bench. You'd end up with an eyelash on your bench.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'll tell you once, I remember driving to work one day and I was pulled up at this junction and there's a car coming the other way. And it was quite a rare thing to see because it was a Renault Twingo, which were never actually released here in the UK, but you could get them from France. Yeah. And we'd seen them in Tenerife and Gran Canaria. They were adorable little cars, little Renault Twingos. They were I actually quite fancied one because they had these like half circle shaped headlights. I thought they were cute, but then I remembered it was a Renault, so it's probably shit. And but it was like this little Renault Twingo, and it had on it massive eyelashes on the headlights.
Yeah, yeah.
But the funniest thing was, in the passenger seat was this little tiny lady, and in the driver's seat was the biggest, beefiest, massivest, like weightlifter, Iron Man of Steel, 1998 bloke with the most unhappy look on his his face. Because this car was bright pink, had flowers all over it, and massive eyelashes on the headlights, and he did not look happy about driving it. Just look up Renault. If you don't know what it is, look up Renault Twingo, and you'll see what I mean. I imagine it pink with flowers and headlight eyelashes.
Seen them.
And the eyelashes moved as the car moved forward and backwards. It's like,
that's right. Yeah, you could get them as an accessory to put on the girls used to put them on their minis and stuff.
Yep.
And yeah,
I'd never do something stupid like that, or paint a shark mouth on the side of a car or something. Shark mouth's totally acceptable.
Yes, nothing wrong with a shark's mouth.
Yep. I still get a little kick every time I can drive along, and there'll be like somebody walking their kid to school, and you hear the kid go, "Look at that car!" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Let's have a look. I actually hem with the thread like you're supposed to. I don't use that iron-on stuff, says Muse. Oh, what do you call the little strip you use with the clothes iron to hem clothes or attach patches? This is a fun one. It's called... Was it called Magic Hem?
Magic Hem, yeah.
Magic Hem?
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, when 80s, Mum would... we'd get school trousers. They'd invariably be a little bit too long, so she'd turn up the trousers and get some magic hem and iron them. So the trousers were turned up, and it lasted about a month, and then you had super long trousers again. Because she'd buy you trousers and hopefully last a couple of years, you'd have to buy new ones. So they'd start off too long, and by the time they were on the last legs, literally, they'd be like half-mast, and you'd get the mickey taken out of you at school all day. That was the worst. Stitch Witch, Adeptus Ladrina says. Another name for that magic hem.
Oh, yeah. Wonder Web, that's it.
Wonder Web, that's it. Not magic hem.
That's the one.
Wonder Web. Yeah, that's it.
Well done, Mark. Mark gets 10 XP for that.
Yep, 10 XP. And a mystery loot box that contains mystery meat of unknown origin or quality. Provenance. Yeah. Provenance unguaranteed. Cy Reynolds says, I need to get a 124 kit and paint it up as the Foxmobile. Trust me, I've tried. No one makes a 2002 Ford Fiesta.
I'll be right back.
Or they didn't when last time I looked. I looked for a 2002 Ford Fiesta kit to do exactly that. Never found one. Which is why I did the Transit van for E-models in my car colours, because it was a Ford. And I hadn't been able to do a Fiesta. If you should find one and you want to do it, do let me know. I can send you lots of reference photos of the actual chipping and weathering on my car. Fake chipping and weathering, of course. There are numerous things that the British have different words for than us in Canada and the US. Oh yeah, absolutely. Two countries separated by a common language. Hey Paul, I found somewhere over here that actually sells poutine, but they don't deliver. Or they weren't delivering at the time. I nearly applied poutine to my face. There's a Canadian takeaway type food menu, and I'm like, oh! And, Is that better, Dad?
Oh, I feel better now.
Have you been holding that in for a while?
Just a little while, yeah.
Since last Wednesday,
Came off the brunch and a couple of phone calls, then into here, and then I'll be off of here about 5:30ish, set my stream up, then I might get something to eat a bit later. Yeah.
You have a busy day on the Sundays. Well, I do massively appreciate you sitting in for Cole.
Oh,
I mean, you normally join in with us anyway on the Sunday, but in the background. But yeah.
Just that Saturday's normally Dad and Grandad and day, but with yesterday, and then my daughter won't bother me on a Sunday because she knows it's live streaming day.
Oh yeah.
I rang her just to. You got to keep in touch.
Don't mess with the dad time. It's not recommended.
She said, "What are you ringing me for? Aren't you live streaming?" I said, "I will be after."
Mhm. You should have said. You should have said, well, if you actually subscribe to my channel and watch my content, you'd know. But never mind. Moving on.
My granddaughter does.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, my granddaughter tunes in normally on a Sunday.
I always take the mickey out of my brother because he's not even a patron. It's like, don't you worry about me. I'll just sit here with no money. You're fine in your Essex, in your Chelmsford house, and you. Never mind. Move on. No pressure.
She comes in my chat. Her name's Dave the Sloth.
Oh, Dave the Sloth. Who's that?
Yeah.
And that's who?
My granddaughter.
Ah.
Because she is besotted with sloths.
Sloths are cool though.
Yeah, oh yeah. She had the sloth experience up in Cumbria at a zoo.
I remember you telling me about that.
Where she went in and fed them, and she actually got a stroke.
Steady.
Managed to touch one because it fell asleep, and he said the claws on the sloth are quite sharp.
Yeah.
It can disembowel anything that attacks it. So.
Wow. Approach with caution.
Another thing I didn't know, a sloth can fall 100 foot without even injuring itself.
Really? Wow. That's kind of cool. I mean, they are kind of idiots, so it wouldn't be it wouldn't be surprising to know that actually happens. I think I can glue that.
I get all the facts about sloths off it, don't you?
Well, they are cool. I mean, and I challenge anyone to watch video of baby sloths and not just squee a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't squee a little bit, then you just got a cold, dead heart, and you're not a human being. That's a real Turing test.
Yeah. And all them things go right. Here we are.
Goes on there. Good. I can glue that on later.
Oil.
What's that? You're noiling.
No oil.
Noiling, as we like to call it in the trade. Noiling. Us professionals, we call it noiling. We don't really. I'm making that up. I think I shall glue on these fins on the back, but I shall sand away this nonsense first that I've made a mess of. I've got my Mickey D's right across the road. Says Muse, sloths are docile unless they are in danger. Wicked beasts, love them. Latrina has to drive a block from McDonald's. Muse says they just look harmless. Sloths are brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll not hear a bad word said about them.
No.
I will hear no bad words about these creatures.
Oh, she loved it. She did. She loved every minute of it. She's what it's all about.
Best photograph of the sloth ever is when they put a sloth in one of them like 1970s style high back wicker chairs in the sun, and it just looks so chilled out.
Yeah, just lays back.
How's that looking? That's looking pretty damn good. Sloth time.
Sloth time.
I just love the idea that they're covered in algae and stuff and moss because they don't move. But also, they only go down to the ground to poop. Is it once a week? Or once every couple of weeks?
Yeah.
They just kind of store it up and then they go down and do like a poop and then they go back up again. Because when you spend your life hanging upside down, you don't want to be pooping. No, in that situation, because it's not going to end well for yourself, is it?
I know the whole cheating thing was going around about, with me on the different body builds and stuff.
Why, did you cheat or something, Dad?
Well, no, I don't, but, it was going around that I was cheating.
Oh, yeah. Like the flu.
And she happened to tune into the In-Between show one week, my granddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody in the chat's going, oh, the cheaters, the cheat. Well, what's the cheat been up to? And all the cheat this and the cheat. She went running to her mum crying her eyes out. Granddad's been cheating on Nanny.
Oh no.
So I got the phone call off my daughter. What's going on?
I don't know what's more disturbing, that happened or that she knows what cheating is. How old is she?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 9.
And she knows what... Oh, dear. She has a concept of cheating.
I mean, obviously, with Heidi not being here now as well, it had a little bit more effect than it otherwise probably would have been.
So basically, people in chat, you're all bad people, is what you're saying.
Well, I went up and seen her, and I said, this is what happened. She's all right with it then.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is that You know, people in chat, you're just bad people. You made a little girl cry. That's what happens when you carelessly slang things around, you see. Muse could walk to McDonald's, but it's raining. I wouldn't walk in that case.
No. Uber, get that nice man from Uber to bring it for you.
Dude, you know what I really hate about Uber?
What?
Wait, is it Uber or is it Deliveroo? I think it might be Deliveroo. There's one of them where, like, every time I place an order, it says, please choose the address. And there's, like, my address 15 times.
Yeah.
So I pick an address, and it says, right, please select on the satellite map where it is there. Okay, brilliant. And then I get an email saying, you've added a new address, delivery address to your account. I'm like, every time. It's like, it's the same damn address, dude.
Yeah.
And Uber, I hate the fact Uber, there's nowhere to put your house number.
No, you have to select one.
No, even then it doesn't appear. The number of... I've actually got to the point where, you know, where you can put a note in for the driver, like, you know, leave food in the porch, you know, ring the bell twice. I actually put house number and then the house number. Because so many times the drivers just... Because all it says is the road name. Even if you do the drop down, it never says the number. And so many times I've had a call from the driver saying, yeah, which house number are you? And if you search online, so many like Uber drivers complain about the fact that they don't always get the house number. So I deliberately put in the delivery instructions house number and then the house number.
I've always had it always shows my house as a different number to what I'm actually in, but I just select my house number from the drop down on it.
That's your memory, Dad. That's just your memory not working properly. Because, you know, old and everything.
I wonder why my meals have been going next door.
You wonder why next door's looking a bit weighty. And you forgot what KFC tastes like. No, you could never forget what KFC tastes like.
No.
It sounds like their app is a mess, and Ghost Lyle says that sounds like a problem. Hey, Ghost Lyle. Oh, Uber's app is absolute garbage. If you do it on the desktop, it's all right. Every time I tried to use their mobile app or their app on iPad, it's just absolute garbage. It doesn't work. Half the time, it doesn't show the same stock as on the desktop app. So, the desktop app will say that this particular takeaway has this thing available. Like, you know, sometimes, say, McDonald's or whatever have, or KFC, they don't have a particular burger available. So it won't be on the menu, and then the next day it will be because they've just not got any mash in stock or something like that. Uber's like, the mobile app is totally different. So you can't guarantee you'll get what you get. And it's just horrible. It never works. The drop-downs often disappear off the side of the screen. It's like absolute garbage. I try not to use it a bit if I can help it. Plus, you can't tip the drivers either.
Hey, Panzer.
Hey, Panzer. I think it's Uber you can't tip the drivers. Or is that Deliveroo? One of them.
Deliveroo you can.
Yeah, no, I think it's Uber. You can't select it, you know. I like to drop a couple of quid in for the driver because, you know, it's a shitty job he's doing or she's doing.
Yeah.
And bless them, they get here in 10 or 15 minutes. It's like, you know, you're getting a tip for that.
Yeah.
I like the little fins on the back there. That's kind of mint. Look at that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should paint this in that kind of 1970s Channel Crossing.
No, paint it red.
Well, it's Adeptus Mechanicus, so it's supposed to be red, but...
There you go. I've won.
I'm just getting this kind of 1970s hovercraft vibe. British engineering it's probably not most impressive. Panzer's saying hugs to Dad and hugs to Foxx.
Cheers, matey. Back at you.
Muse says, I describe how to get here and they never look at the notes. They come into the front of the property and end up going in circles. The only thing I hate about delivery drivers, especially Uber as well, is we've got a porch with 2 doors. Okay? Glass doors. This door opens, and there's the one with the handle on it. Opens out. This door doesn't. There's no handle on it, but it does open, but it's always bolted shut because it's a bit knackered. Yeah. So what they do is they always bring the food, and even though I put inside the porch, and there's a whole porch there, they leave the food outside the porch right there. So I can't open the door. Or sometimes if I do an Amazon delivery and you've got like loads of heavy bags, they'll dump it right outside the door with the handle on it, so I can't open the porch door to get to them. I have to wave at them and say, can you just shift it out of the way, you chud?
Yeah, sure.
How do you expect me to get to this when you put it in front of the door? I need to open, you Spangleberry. So, but then I can, leave the porch door open, but then they can't see the house number, so then it just never... It's like, oh, I can't win. Do. Si Reynolds, have you used your broken toed brushes yet? Or is it Colin that's not used his broken toed brushes yet?
I
think it's Colin. I think Si, you've used broken toed brushes, haven't you? I was about to ask him how he's getting on with them, but I think it's Colin that's never used them, or not used them yet.
Well, they come in a pretty box, don't they? So yeah. I'd imagine Colin wouldn't have used his yet.
He's a bit scared. He's a bit nervous about using them.
It's a much box.
Si Reynolds says, there's nothing more annoying with delivery services and KFC, though, when they have run out of gravy and you just get beans, no warning. Happens all the time down there.
Oh, so annoying.
Well, that's the thing with Deliveroo, because I get my KFC through Deliveroo or Just Eat, and if there's no gravy on the menu, they just don't have it on the menu. So you go in like, oh, they've not got gravy, but they've got mash. So they do update that on Deliveroo and Just Eat. If they haven't got it, it won't be on the list, which is kind of good. But I think with my KFC, it's more just when something arrives and it's not right, it's because they've just screwed it up. You've ordered like 2 lots of mash and you get 4 lots of chips. Just general incompetence, I think, more than anything else. You order... I mean, I never forget, placed an order once, and it was for like a burger and a couple of chips and gravy and some southern fried rice. And what I got was 4 burgers, 6 portions of chips and a whole bucket of chicken.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, this isn't... I looked at the receipt, and the receipt was for a completely different address. I basically got someone else's order. So I phoned up... I can't remember if I phoned Deliveroo, whoever it was, or if I just phoned the KFC. I phoned the number on there anyway. And they said, we're really sorry, you've got someone else's order and they've probably got yours because we've just had a call from someone else saying they've got the wrong thing. Don't worry about it, we'll resend your order for you. And I said, what do you want me to do with the food I've got? I said, just have it. I was very fat that night because it's only me and Mama Fox and she wasn't eating much that day, so I had like 6 burgers. I'm like, Christ. It was a very good day. So I often sometimes think, please could you mess my order up by giving me somebody else's bigger, more expensive order? That'd be great, thanks.
Yeah, you get some of these drivers that quite efficiently deliver what they're told to deliver.
Well, this one he just delivered. The road that I'd had delivery for was like nowhere near ours. He just picked up the wrong bag. And obviously when he got to someone else's house with this tiny little bag of like 1 burger and some fries, he would have been like, wait, what? But I came out the winner because I got this some big fat bloater's massive order with like 14 burgers and 5,000 chips. I'm like, yes, it's worked in my favour. Thank the maker. Never happened again though, sadly. And I thought, well, I suppose they can't really take it back, can they? Because you can't take the food back.
That's it, yeah.
They're not going to say, just keep it, aren't they? Because I thought they'd just refund me and say, just keep it and we'll refund you. But no, we'll send your order again for you. I think I actually found the KFC rather than Deliveroo, so... Yeah, that was good. But at the end of the day, when it was all locked down and we couldn't go anywhere to get food, I was more than happy of all these services that they existed. So many gripes aside, I was more than happy that I was able, in this world of ours, to actually phone up and have a little man turn up with food that I could then put in my face. A lot of people didn't have that, so
yeah,
I'm not going to knock the luxury of being able to do that. La 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 la. Gone off KFC. They've got fries with skin on, says Darren. I love KFC fries. I like chips with skins.
The best fries ever are Five Guys.
I've never had Five Guys. I don't even know where Five Guys is round here. I don't think there is one.
They are the best fries. I'm sure some of our American friends in the chat will confirm that.
Oh yeah, Five Guys is American, isn't it?
They're out of this world.
The door opens outwards because of the wheelchair access, and every time the delivery guy leaves next to the door, so you can't open it, says Max McGinn. Oh god, yeah. That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, Si Reynolds said, yes, Dad, you know. And Muse went, Five Guys, yum.
Never had Five Guys. I used to listen...
Mate.
A good 10 or 15 years ago, I used to listen to Major Nelson's podcast, which was like he was like a PR guy for Microsoft, for Xbox, and he did like a podcast and stuff. And it was one of the podcasts that I listened to, him and his colleagues. It was quite a good podcast. But they used to talk about things like White Castle and Five Guys and all these like American take, and like, you know, and I'd be sitting there thinking, I want to try all these delightful. I want to try a White Castle burger, and I need to try all these things, knowing that I never would. They always made it sound so nice.
Well, I was in an ISM stream chat a good few weeks ago now, and the question of food came up, and I went, "Oh, big pink stroller it is."
Yep.
And the question of food came up, and I said, I quite fancy a Five Guys, and Paul Bretland went, oh, brilliant. Now I've got to drive all the way to Ellesmere Port to get a Five Guys. I want a Five Guys.
Oh. Can you not just send me some Five Guys? I'll warm it up.
Oh,
just post it to me.
The next time I come over to yours, I'll bring a Five Guys. I'll pick one up en route.
Yeah.
I will. And I'll take a little padded bag with me so as I can keep them nice and warm.
Oh, one of the other padded bags, not your normal padded bag. That's a whole different thing.
No, not my normal padded bag.
Cool. Max McGinn says, then again, we don't have any delivery services in our area since we live in the middle of nowhere. Oh. Panzer says, talking of food, Dad, breakfast is bacon rolls baps with jalapeno relish. Baps. They're making baps now. Imagine it. A great travelling oven full of lovely baps. Here they come. Baps. I need to move to a city. Home delivery is practically non-existent, says Mac. Oh. You're swearing when you say KFC, says Graham McRobert. That equals Kilmarnock Football Club here in sunny Ayr. Sorry. Grr, lol. Iwan Balged Heed. Sassenach that yar. Panzer and his damn bacon, says Muse. There's a Five Guys in Nottingham, Fox. I'll drag you there when we eventually get to Warhammer World, and I don't forget. Yes, that's the important bit, when you don't forget.
Yeah, when you don't forget and head off to London for the day.
Because just imagine, if you will, can you imagine what it's like to agree with loads of people to meet up at Warhammer World, and then the person who was one of the instigators then just completely forgets and ends up in London buying life-size Pikachus.
Yeah, but we don't bear a grudge.
No, not at all.
We just get it over and done with and forget about it, don't we?
Yeah, for a bit.
For a bit, yeah.
Until it's mentioned with words.
Yeah.
Obviously, we exclude the possibility of mentioning it with words. Right, so that's I'm pleased with that railing. That railing can be painted separately somehow, apparently.
Outside, here we fucking go.
Here we fucking go. We will meet. It's like, the thing that got me was like, it's like we were like, yeah, we'll go to Warhammer. Si is our Warhammer expert and also works there, and also this will be brilliant. And then he just didn't turn up. I think.
And then we're sat in Bugman's bar at the table, me, you, and Chris. I'm messaging Si, where are you? Where are you? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm in London.
Buying a 6-foot-tall Pikachu with a bowler hat.
Yeah.
For the evil psycho girlfriend.
But anyway, don't bear a grudge.
Yeah, we don't bear a grudge.
We forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot all about that thing that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
We love you really, Si.
Yeah, he knows that.
Because we were just like kind of hoping that we get on like backdoor access, and if you pardon the expression, backstage access and stuff. I'll rephrase that. Because, with you working there and everything. No. We just had to be normal chuds.
And he thought he'd stem the flow by mentioning it himself. Now you made it worse, mate.
I really can't wait to go back to Warhammer World at some point.
Yeah, it'd be cool, wouldn't it?
The only downside is that the first time I went there, which was last time, it was the first time, I took like a bajillion photographs of everything that was in there. So if I go again, I can't really take any photographs because I've done it all now. I can't show the same...
If we go again, in advance, ask them if you can do a bit of filming.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did ask them that. They said you can request it in advance.
Yeah. And we'll have We'll have an ELO trip again.
Have you got Out of the Blue yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad drove me down to Warhammer World, and Dad, via some miracle, likes ELO, and I like ELO. So we drove down listening to all the ELO in the world.
All the way there, all the way back, all the way to Telford, all the way back.
But the thing is, it's I like ELO, but it's only like a couple of albums that I actually like, so a lot of the songs I don't know. So to me, it's all like, oh, I don't know any of these.
Yeah.
Some of their old stuff is pretty lame. It's pretty rum. But
oh, yeah.
It's like, really? And they became successful after doing this? Oh. So he's now wishing you had... oh, yeah, when he says about stem the flow by mentioning it, you're talking about the Streisand effect, so you should know about the Streisand effect. You can't be modern and net savvy and not know what the Streisand effect is.
Oh, wow, they changed all the display hall.
What?
Wow.
Oh, right. They pretty much changed all the exhibit hall over the course of the pandemonium. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, even better.
I mean, they've still only got the same selection of models, but... Because it's all the model... A lot of the displays are just the box art models that they've then just put into dioramas and displays, but I suppose they do change them around. Cool. The funny thing was, when we got there, you know about the big diorama and you've got to find the assassin. Yeah. And if you find the assassin, you get a free kit. Yeah. They kind of explained that, and because I'd never been there, I had no idea what he was talking about and didn't understand it at all till afterwards. I'm like, oh, I could have got... Oh. I'd get going there, and if you find the assassin... And I'm like, what's he on about? I didn't even know what a Vindicare assassin was at that point, so I'm like, what?
Well, then you had to try and find someone and tell them that you found it.
Yeah. Well, you just go back and tell the bloke in the shop. Yeah. Who says, that's brilliant, I need you to buy £55 worth of stuff, and then I can listen to all the words coming out of your mouth. Okay. You'd already spent all your money by the time we got in through the door, so...
Oh, yeah, my rucksack was full.
Steady now. You can get pills. Hey, Sarah Jane. Big hugs. Cyril says, yeah, I'm aware of the Streisand effect, quite true. Yeah. I think that's so funny. You know what the Streisand effect is, don't you, Dad?
No.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Well, basically, if I remember, I might get the details a bit wrong. I'm kind of doing it roughly from memory. But basically, there was some photographer taking photographs of a coastline in the US, wherever it was, and, doing big photographs and selling them. You take lots of beautiful landscapes and stuff. And he took a photograph of a beachfront property, or of a coastal area that included Barbra Streisand's house.
Ah.
And she wasn't happy with this, so she basically started legal action to ban this photograph and prevent him from doing it and all this kind of stuff, when basically he's photographing just a chunk of coastline that her house just happens to be on. So it's public right to take photographs of the landscape. But it was really acrimonious and she was really shitty about it. But what basically happened was, if she'd said nothing, no one would have even known that it was her house.
Yeah.
But because she opened her mouth when she didn't need to, everybody now knew exactly where Barbra Streisand's house was.
Yeah.
Whereas if she just kept quiet, one person would have bought the photograph and nobody would have ever heard about it.
Right.
It refers to pointing something out that nobody would have noticed that goes against your best interests. If you'd shut up, nobody would have spotted it.
Right.
It's a bit like cheating in an exam and then saying, I did not cheat at all, my answers are all perfectly valid. And then somebody would be like, let's check those answers. Oh, I've Streisanded myself. I think it's quite hilarious, really. Thinking about food now.
And me.
No, I'm just thinking about food, not you. You walked into that one, didn't you, Dad? Let's just be honest.
I did.
You did walk into that one. Yes.
At first.
Foxx waffling, now unusual there, gives Dad's voice a welcome break. Oh, God damn it. Been here 5 minutes and already. Can't win, can I? Right, I'm gonna go quiet now and let Dad talk for a bit.
About what?
Tell us about something, Dad.
No, you tell me, what's that Citadel Ping X? What was it that you used to do your tracks in? X. It wasn't a named one. It was.
XV88.
That's the one. Right,
it's a sort of orangey, rusty brown colour.
Yeah.
XV88 and some of the similar colours are really good for, like, if you want to get the rusty track effect. But then you also want to use things like the Fuegan Orange shade. What is it? Fuegan Orange and Cassandra Yellow. They're really bright orange shades. Well, Fuegan Orange is a dirty orange. And Cassandra Yellow is really bright orange. They're good for getting that kind of...
Thank you.
And there's also Squig Orange, which is a nice rusty colour.
Oh, yeah.
And any of the browns. XV88 is a good colour. And now you can tell us all about where you're going to use it. You carry on. I'll get working.
You can do the tracks on this thing with it.
Keep going. Fill 15 minutes. You'll be fine.
Pack it up.
See, I tried to get Dad to talk.
Still what? No. I do too much talking. Just left flesh.
Sarah Jane's having an SJ special later whilst watching NASCAR. And is that where it's like 3 different pizzas, isn't it?
Oh. And that also involves
liquids. It involves the Alcafrolics.
Oh. Avalon Sunset. No.
That's a good colour.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a really good colour to base for yellows.
Yeah.
Even if you want a lighter yellow, start with Avalon Sunset. Avalon Sunset.
It's the way. Why have I got so much Mephiston red in here?
I've got no idea how that could have possibly even been something that happened.
Alright.
All the tabloid photographers know where the stars live. They have no privacy, says Scale Model Muse. Well, yeah. But it was funny that, you know, this guy literally would take a photograph and make a print of it and maybe sell 5 of these, like, large photograph prints. And it would just be a photograph of a landscape. And if she just kept quiet and not been all hissy fit tantrumy about it and self-entitled, nobody would have even known about it, because nobody had ever heard of this photographer either. It was a small fry. It was like nobody. And by the end of it, he was a well-known photographer. Do 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 do. Sarah Jane says 2 12-inch pizzas and kebab meat and chips. That's it. That's like 5 different meals. Even I couldn't eat all that. That's quite impressive. Oh.
Very.
Doner meat and chips. Oh, yeah. I love it when you get doner meat and chips from one of our local places, and it's basically a tray of doner meat and a tray of chips. They don't put it all in one tray for you. None of that nonsense. Would you want doner meat and chips? Yeah, well, there's doner meat. There's your chips. Off you go. Consequences be damned. I really want doner meat and chips now. Oh.
I'm hungry.
Gosh darn it.
I've only managed to get 2 bananas all day today.
Have you?
Yeah, that's
It's better than no bananas.
Well, that's true. Yes, we have no
bananas. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing this. I don't need that file. That file's rubbish. I'm putting it away.
Okay, Tricky Violet. No, I don't want.
This from the man who ate 6 free burgers and fries. Yeah, 6 free burgers and fries is different to 2 12-inch pizzas and a massive doner meat and chips. Let's not make a mistake here. Doner meat and chips is in of itself. I mean, imagine a takeaway tray that big full of doner meat and then a tray that big full of chips. That'd be a big meal if I get doner meat and chips. Paul Ditter's got some fantastic advice. He says, never eat a meat you can't attribute unless you're drunk or hungry. or it's in front of you and it'd be rude not to. Or you're in the UK, in which case you can never identify most of the things that are put in front of you, so I wouldn't worry about it. If you like to know the provenance of the meat you're going to eat, if you pardon the expression, don't ever go into a British takeaway that sells things like kebabs, because it's not even really possible to pin it down to a specific, clade or genus or species. It's just the world of mystery meat is there before you. The wonderful world, Disney's wonderful world of mystery meat. Many years ago, when I was trying to learn about web design, in the early days of the interwebs, there was a thing called mystery meat website designs, which is basically when a website's been so poorly designed that there's nothing on the screen to indicate what any button does. Like all the buttons, it's so poncily designed to be arty and farty and clever that you have no idea what any of the buttons on the screen do. It's called mystery meat website navigation. And it was always like hail as a bad design choice, because you want people to know what their options are and what they're clicking on. And you come across them and it's like poncy websites. This is in the early 2000s, where they've gone all out to make this poncy looking website that looks fantastically artistic, but you don't know what anything does, and you don't even know what they do or how to navigate the site. Good luck with that. And I seem to remember Jim Carrey's, is it Jim Carrey, the actor? His website was a perfect example of mystery meat navigation, because none of it made any sense. It's like, if you want to go to the About page, you have to press the snail. Okay. I've just realised I've glued these aerials on. That means I can never ever ship it to someone. Oh well, never mind. Also, there's a dirty great seam line on there. Oh well, never mind. I'll paint that rubber black like an expanding joint then, and you'll never see that mould line. Trick, that's a trick. If you've got something like that, just paint it like it's rubber. Nobody will ever know. It's not like you've been on telly on a live stream or something, is it?
No.
Yeah. La 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 la. Muse says the tantrum was pointless for attention. Like I said, we know where they live. Exactly. Never give me something that used to have a face, says Paul Ditter. Yes, but just don't include the face. Sarah Jane says I'm a carnivore, so I just eat meat whenever.
Correct.
Yes, I do like a nice salad from time to time, but I am a carnivore. I also like, I'm an omnivore. I'm mostly carnivore with a hint of omnivore, because it's like I prefer meat, but I'm not going to turn down for food of any kind, because that's just stupid. It's food. There's nothing wrong with that. Am I the only person that thinks that Jim Carrey sucks, says Mac? No, I can't stand him. I can't stand him as an actor at all. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but as a person, but I've never enjoyed watching him act in a film.
No?
No, I don't find him, when he's done a comedy role, I don't find him funny at all. I find him just kind of slappable. Never enjoyed it. I've no idea what he's like as a human being. I'm sure he's lovely. I have no idea. I know not of such things. 14 and 13, let's do those in a minute. Get this bit first. Oh yeah. What films have you been watching lately, Dad? Anything?
No, NCIS, mate. That's all I've watched.
Nah. What was the last film you watched then?
The last film I watched was NCIS.
No, that's not a film. That's a telebox program.
Do you know what? I can't honestly remember what the last film was that I watched.
Well, aside from
I just tend to binge watch different series and Criminal Minds and
oh yeah,
things like that. But yeah, I have this nasty habit of falling asleep if I start to watch a film.
Really? I never would have guessed that. It's not because I've never seen that photograph of you slumped in your chair fast asleep on a stream, on a hangout. Because that picture doesn't exist, obviously, does it?
It may do.
Yeah.
was ill then when Colin done that screenshot.
Yeah. I've not been well, you know. Yeah, that's what they always say.
I'm well that night.
Not well because you ate something, or?
No, I was just unwell. Just felt unwell, that was all.
Nah.
Just one of them things.
What was the last film I watched? Apart from watching Free Guy the other day, I think the last film I watched before that was... Well, I rewatched all the Marvel MCU movies, but I've seen them anyway before. So the last film I hadn't seen before that I watched might have been Soul, I think.
Yeah.
The Disney one. That was alright. It was quite good. But I don't like going to the cinema because I can't be bothered. So I don't really tend to watch a lot of movies. I'll watch them online. If it's occasionally I'll go to the cinema to watch something, but I'll go by myself.
Yeah.
But because I work from home, I've always liked to try and time it to when there won't be many people in the cinema.
Yeah.
I think the last film I watched in the cinema was one of the new Star Wars ones. I can't remember which one. And it was like December, and it was a Monday, and it was like 1 PM. I thought, yeah, there's going to be nobody there because it's a work day, a school day, and it's 1 PM, and there was like 5 people in the theatre. I'm like, yes, I can just enjoy this now. And then I forgot, of course, that halfway through the film I'd have to get up for a wee about 5 times. And I'm like, oh, it's pointless. So I don't do cinema anymore. Gentlemen of certain age should not go to cinemas. When they cannot guarantee how long they can sit there and watch the movie for. Yeah.
That's the last film I watched. I remembered.
What's that?
Because I've never watched Star Wars, so I was told to watch Star Wars and the order to watch them in. So I put the first one on, started watching it and fell asleep.
Is this like A New Hope, or is this like the first one? Like,
no, the first you gave me the proper order to watch them in,
and that would have been 4, 5, and 6.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And I fell asleep.
Then you're clearly rubbish. You need to set yourself aside with a whole load of food and in the day, not at the night, because you can't not have watched the Star Wars. It's just, you can't be a gentleman of your advanced age and never have watched such a thing.
I just didn't get it, mate. I'm sorry. It's just. I know.
Nothing to get. I don't know.
I know.
I don't know.
It's just. I don't know.
If you stick with it to Return of the Jedi, you get to see Princess Leia in a skimpy bikini with the boobage and stuff.
What? Where? When? How?
But you really need to watch all the other 2 films first to get the context. See, I'm working on him. I know how you work. Like a book, young man. Hey Fox, I tried those oil paints you recommended, Starship Filth and so on. Makes a difference, doesn't it? Says Paul. Yeah, they are really nice paints. The Abteilung paints. They're specifically designed for modelling, so they're really fine. I don't know where I got that off. They're really finely ground and they're not very oily. You can use artist oil paints to equally good effect, but they're just a bit more oily. And you have to sort of leach the oil out a bit. And they're not as fine. They're a bit more transparent and they're not as fine grained. The pigments aren't as... Yeah, Starship Filth, get in.
I make all my pin washes out of that as well.
Yeah. I mean, I say regular artist oils are absolutely fine. They're not quite as... The pigment's not quite as fine and opaque. They're really opaque, those Abteilung ones. Sarah J says, last time I went to the flicks was to watch third Harry Potter as my aunt's house was in it. Cool. Panzer says, Darren, since the Great Findus scandal, you can be guaranteed one thing. There is no horse meat on the menu. Paul Ditter says, here is your salad. I'm sorry, you appear to have brought me the food my food eats. Sarah Jane says, Star Wars is crap, Dad. Move on from it. Heresy.
You're right.
Heresy. I put forward the evidence of an enormous media empire built off the back of it, but never mind, moving on.
I do get all that, and I get that people like it, but it's
not your cup of tea, is it, Dad, really?
No.
You can't help it. It's these young kids today with their rock and their roll and their hippity hop.
Yeah. These young kids with their Star Wars. And...
Max says, Fox, I just finished the third. Do not say this in an Irish accent. What, they just finished the third? Oh, you just finished the third. I know. Great big brown Richard. Hello.
The third what?
Hello, the third one there. There's lovely. Did you know?
No.
There is an episode of Deep Space Nine in which a character says the word bollocks.
No.
I'm just going to hang on. I've got to move my rug. It's in the way. Yeah. The word bollocks is used once and once only in Star Trek in Deep Space Nine.
Why are you using it so much then?
It's awesome. But I just find it great that in Star Trek somebody got to use the word, and I was trying to find out the other day because it always amused me. Trying to find out whether it was actually part of the script, or whether it was accidental. Because the actor that did, I've not told Colin who it is yet. I'm keeping it secret because I'm trying to get Colin to finish watching Deep Space Nine. Right. It's relevant to the character who says it. It makes sense for him to have said it. And I can't figure out if it's just the actor ad-libbed it, and then because the whole idea is that the Americans maybe didn't know what the word meant really, so they didn't realise it was a swear word,
right,
and kind of got away with it. But then if it's in the script, then that means the script writer knew it was a swear word, so it's quite amusing. So I do wonder if they didn't realise that it was a swear word or not. It's quite funny. That's a big gap on there. I have to clean that gap up. God damn it. Thanks, Games Workshop. Don't think I can get away with that being a panel line. Arse. Arse, I say, and thrice arse. Do some filling, aren't I? Filling, you say? How there? Bit of sprue goo. Should fix that. I'd rather not have to, but I think I may have to. Fascists.
Mm-hmm.
Squish, squish, squish. There are cows 3 doors down. All this talk is making me want to sink my teeth into one. I think you should. Paul, the cows eat the green stuff and I eat the cows, a system that works well only way I eat greenery. Technically, if you eat meat, or if you eat anything, which you probably should do, you're actually eating the sun. Everything gets its energy from the sun, so therefore, technically, you're eating the sun. You're actually eating sunlight. Big gap, get the saw out, says Andy McLeish. No, the saw makes the big gaps, doesn't get rid of the big gaps. That's not how any of this works. Yeah, what about a gap down there in the skirting? I'll have to fill that in with some sprue glue, I think. At a future juncture.
Slap it on.
Slap it on! I don't think it's going to be filled with the glue. I may have to sprue goo it. Sprue goo.
He's going to sprue goo.
Sprue goo.
He's going to sprue goo.
Sprue goo.
He's going to sprue goo.
Yeah. Got more frames to put on. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, right. I think what I'm going to do, because I need to let that set now. I think I might call it a show because I'm dying for a wee, to be perfectly honest, and I'm really hungry now. I need to go and check on Mama Fox anyway.
Yeah.
So I think what we might do is call that a show for today. Finish a little bit early. I've done a bit of buildy. It's not so bad. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Yeah. Thank you, Dad, for like I say, joining me today. Much appreciated again.
No problem at all, mate.
Yeah.
No problem.
How's you coming on with your
Oh, it's getting some colour on it.
I like it. I like it. It's all varied and interesting.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of. It's reminding me of something, but I can't quite think what.
Yeah.
It's triggering something somewhere. The red and the green have a very Italian vibe to it.
Yeah, it's on the colour wheel. They're comparable colours, aren't they? So.
Oh yeah. Hey, how do you get on?
Yeah, it's in your...
Cool. Well, I say I built that, so I've got some things stuck together. It took me longer than I thought, but then that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. It's what it's all about, mate.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there. I hopefully should be back tomorrow for the Models Monday show, but it's not guaranteed, but I hopefully should be on the Models channel. Dad, you're back in about an hour, aren't you? 45
about
minutes.
An hour, yeah.
For your in-between show.
Yep.
And where can people watch the in-between show, Dad?
On my channel, Skiddy Models, over on the YouTube.
There is a link in the description below this video for Dad's channel, so make sure you go and like and subscribe. And there is a link for Colin's channel as well, so make sure you like and subscribe. I know, I look after everybody. Don't forget, of course, thank you to everyone for watching. If you would like to support this channel, don't forget, of course, you can go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru and become a patron, or you can click the join button underneath the video to become a channel member. Either way, there's some free stuff you get for being a channel member or a patron. I'm going to be introducing something new, possibly for patrons, to replace Discord, but it's in the works, so stay tuned. It's not that exciting, but we'll get there in the end. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, feel free to become a patron or a channel member to help support this channel and keep it alive, because you literally keep the lights on and keep food on my table. So thank you to all my patrons and members. I will see you, hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm still looking after Mum and Fox, so I can't commit to filming schedules or anything just yet, streaming schedules. So I will see you as and when around on the channel. A big thank you, of course, to Dad and for Colin, who've been looking after keeping stuff on my channel over the previous weeks. Keeping this stream and stuff going. Yeah. But until then, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Go and watch Dad. Is it 6 o'clock, Dad, for yours?
Yeah, I think I scheduled it for 10 past to give myself. I don't know if you were finishing at 6 or not, so I scheduled it for 10 past.
Time to give yourself time for a wee and a brew.
A wee and a brew and grab a quick bacon butty or something.
Pooping times. You got ages now. Then you got 45 minutes now. Then you can have many bacon butties.
Oh, I can, and I will.
Oh, do it. All the bacon. We got some cheap bacon from the corn shop the other day. It was so salty. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God,
it was fantastic, but I could hear my gallbladder screaming. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I might see you in the chat later in Dad's stream. Until then, take care. Thank you very much, Dad, for joining me.
No
and
worries, mate.
I shall say, go make something awesome. Go be awesome. And until next time, adios, amoebas. Let's see if the button works.
Go ahead.